Welcome everyone to Warlocks Play Orcs Must Die Episode 3. For those of you who are just joining us, welcome. For those of you who are coming back, well, welcome back. Let's go ahead and jump right into, I believe this is level 7, Precipice.
We must go through the rifts.
You mean back to the old order fortresses?
Until we discover the source, we are only reacting as each new rift opens. The answer lies in the dead world of the Orcs.
Wait a minute. How do I know this isn't some evil person suddenly turned sexy partner trick?
Your growing powers are a match for mine. Are you afraid?
I know I am, but what are you? Wait, that came out wrong.
Alright, so we've got a new kind of rift with whatever these floating things are. You can see in the upper right hand corner of the map, or in the center now, one of them is blinking. So I think there's some flyers. Yep, bile bats. Those are new ones coming in. Otherwise fairly standard, except for the kobold runners. Don't like those guys. And these guys can be annoying, but they're alright. Let's see where they are going. So we got some ceiling traps. No space for ceiling traps of our own. And we've got two rifts for them to go to. Let's see, what do I have available? I wonder if I barricade up this way, if the orcs will cross here. If you look on the map, it seems like these are legit pathways. So that's a interesting question. If I can, then that means that this little pathway here will be a pretty timed, insta-death trap for a lot of things. So it might be worth experimenting with. Like I said at the beginning of this series, I really have not played this game. So, oh, this is an interesting shortcut as well. I wonder if orcs will start taking this path if I block off here. Tell you what, let's figure this out. So we have the healing trinket, that's fine. These guys, I didn't really care for them last time I played that. Let's go ahead and wipe this real fast. We'll do here. We'll do that trinket. This will definitely be useful, and I don't really have room for ceiling traps except for right inside here. And there's not a lot of that little whirly thing. It was okay last time we used it. I don't know if it's going to be super good right here though. So we might pick it just for some filler though, because we've got one slot left and neither of these are terribly useful right now. Let's go ahead and take this regardless, so that eventually, if we've got extra gold, we can fill up these spaces. But let's, now that we've got everything locked up, as far as our selections,
The orc stops here.
Let's try it out. Let's see what happens to this pathway. Yes, it does make them cross here. What that means is that if I block off this way as well, they can go over both. Now that might not be too useful because I do have to switch this to get the cart to run down that way, but it gives me a channel that I can force orcs to run down, thus making them take longer to reach their destination. And
A treat for you.
I don't mind spending a lot of early gold on barricades. So, yeah, that's definitely not a problem. What is a problem is some of those flyers with the shotgun. So hopefully that doesn't prove too much of an issue. But let's get going.
Let's go.
Well, they're coming from here first. Well, the shotgun can hit them. It's just not the most effective at it. Oh, that was useful. The minecart by itself seems to be pretty useful at taking out orcs. That's fun when it happens.
I love this job.
Okay, so now we have orcs coming this way. Let's switch the pathing.
Stabbing time.
And just for fun, you know what? We don't want to put those up just yet.
Fires in the air.
So I may wish to unlock a different weapon than the shotgun for future levels with flyers in it, if they're going to be this open. The shotgun is definitely not very effective at taking care of those guys. I also want to start using some gold to shore up pathways that these orcs are going down. And I've got a decent build-up of gold as well, so this should be fine. Oops, missed.
Warning, may cause death.
Oh, that was a mistake.
That hurts.
I should probably not fight on those bridges, because there's no walkway there. So, oh well. In the first game, that would have been 5. Stop that. In the first game, that would have been 5 points off of the of your Rift score.
Heads are gonna roll.
This particular game, I think it's only 3, so it still basically cost us a skull. But
This will be good.
in the grand scheme of things, it's not too bad.
Here's a tip. Stay off the tracks and that won't happen. Oh, really? Yeah, really. This will be good.
I do appreciate just how much carnage I'm hearing out of my right ear, as that minecart does a lot of dirty work on those orcs.
All aboard the pain train. Ready, aim, fire. That was fun.
So we don't really have to reposition anything, so let's
Dibs on the
just
orc.
let's just
Look
keep
out,
going.
flyers.
I'll need to see if that...
Watch out! They have ogres!
Let's see if they trigger that. Well, they do. So now I know what level to place those at. Let's place an extra
Or
one.
the other white meat.
Oh, get out of here.
Whoa! There has to be some sort of wreck.
Now let's save some gold up. And the next time flyers come out of the other side, we can put some more of those arrow walls up. Oop.
Hey, look! Let's go! Best job ever!
You know, I have a pretty good amount of money here. And the strategy seems to be working pretty well.
Let's go! Haha! Kick it, please!
I do like watching that machine work. It is hilarious.
Find the gap. Welcome to Kill Streak City. Population? Planning time. If planning is something I did. This should make my point. Time to dance.
Just in case.
Line card coming through. Whoa, there has to be some sort of wreck.
Okay, I could use some minecarts coming this way.
Take it That's a lot of dead orcs.
Well, let's see.
Aw,
We
look who
have
has no
a couple
arms.
more. We have a couple more
Killing season.
ghosts, or a couple more ranks. Not ranks. What's the word I'm looking for? Waves. That's the word.
Fire in the air.
Hopefully. Oh, got a bunch of these coming.
One, two, five. Darn it, we lost count again. A treat for you.
I should use some of this gold.
They're almost there. And away they go.
Ooh.
They're escaping the mine. That one's for you, old man. Some new decorations.
Yeah, let's definitely use some of this gold.
Let's roll.
No, I do want it to go that way.
Another sweet skull. Orc pin cushions coming right up. It's more fun when you kill them all at once. This'll tickle a few toes. One, two, five. Darn it, we lost count again.
I thought I heard a skull sound. I did.
Chips on the skull.
Oh, get out of here. Stop it.
Just add orcs and blend. Go. That was fun.
Okay, let's use some more of this gold. Do I have any lying around? No, I don't. Those will be
Stab
useful.
it. Fires in the air.
I've got a pretty good row of these going.
Flyers. Ready, aim, fire.
Yeah, those are working well.
Welcome to Kill Streak City. Population, those guys. Sometimes I almost feel bad for the orcs. Except, not really.
I think the key to winning this one is literally just fill this area with some hate. Kind of wish these things did a little bit more damage, but these guys are tough. Nope, 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 nope. Come on, come on.
They're almost there!
There we go. I only lost 4, and 3 of them were my own dumb mistake. So got a couple of skulls off that one. We're not going to play endless yet. Let's go ahead and jump into our book here, and let's grab a crossbow, just in case. And you know what? Let's go ahead and upgrade that. I do like doing those crossbow or those headshots, and we'll continue. It's an interesting screen to give me.
He didn't even check to see if I was breathing. He grabbed my crossbow and blade staff and left me there, lingering at the edge of consciousness. I could have sworn I heard him giggle. When I felt the magic die, I knew what he'd done. He'd saved the world, but he hadn't understood the cost. Droughts, starvation, misery just as bad as the orc mobs had inflicted. I was still the oldest living war mage. With the last of my power, I could open one small, weak rift. She was flawed, I knew that. But together, my 2 ex-apprentices had the potential to be something more.
This construction is recent.
Yeah, it does have that new fortress smell.
Look at the walls and floors. A master's work. Few among the Order had such skill.
Yeah, there's an army of orcs on the way. How about you measure the place for drapes after the next attack?
Okay, so we have one long path to get into one single rift, but we have 2 doors. So I think what I need to do is focus my defense on here, back, and then as we get more gold and this area is locked down, we can just push out going this way a bit. Let's see what our enemies are. These guys are awful, but we can deal with them. These guys are almost as bad. These guys are the bane of my existence, though, so we need to get rid of them pretty fast. Luckily, I don't think we'll need barricades on this level, simply because you know, there's only one path for the orcs to go anyway, and looking at the map, right where I'm facing, that arrow is pointing. There's, you know, no real raid to block them off. You know, maybe they can get pushed out of this area, you know, be forced to go down here and then around up here for some extra little bits, but that might not be too bad. Let's see what we want to do. We do have a ceiling here that would be extra useful. Let's see if this reaches. It does. Again, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it does knock things down, which makes them a little easier to kill. We can also put some bombers up here if we wanted to. I'm not super into what they do because they don't seem to do a lot of work. They're like a blend of a paladin and an archer. If I had archers, I would rather just fill up this top area with archers, but unfortunately we don't. This also won't be super useful because there's no spots to really fling them into. Yes, there's lava, but there's no real way to make sure they get flung in, except for maybe right here. You know, fling them into the lady here, but that's the enchanter, and this is me. Well, the war mage. That's curious. And here's my boss. Okay, that's new. We do have the boulder chute. Now this doesn't trigger automatically. It's the same one that you've seen in certain levels. We do have to shoot it to... Oh, that's an interesting sun there. We do have to shoot it to cause it to do stuff. So it might be useful as, you know, put one up here and one up there, but they are pretty expensive. So I think we'll grab... We can grab the crossbow if we want to. We do have that extra space. Let's grab both of those. Here. We'll keep that. Yeah, we'll keep the barricade. We'll put it last though. We'll do that. Barricade. And you know what, if we have extra gold, we might as well. You know, I've got the space. So I don't think we'll use this particular match. But let's go ahead and build up
More
some
pincushions coming right up.
some kill boxes. There we go, that's the word I was looking for. We'll start that. One, two, three. You know what? Let's get rid of that one. Let's put some barricades up.
Who wants more traps? I do! I do!
Because I do like the idea of forcing them to go all the way around, because I can put a lot of traps down that way. In fact, let's do that. I've got room for one more, so let's give them a parting gift here. And we've got one more space for one there. Okay.
Let's roll. Here they come.
And then I'll do some manual work. Oh no.
They're in the South Hall.
Wow, that's a lot of death. Booyah!
Easy enough for now. Oh, they're coming out of this way now.
Heads are gonna roll.
You know what? I'm not sure if I need
They're
that one,
breaking through.
because I can put a barricade here.
Use caution. Those larger orcs are tougher than their smaller.
I do appreciate how a lot of them are running up that way, and then they're getting
Bye-bye, evil
confused.
guys.
Come here, you little
They're
bastard.
almost there.
There we go. Ooh. I'm surprised at how difficult it was to chase down those kobolds. And I wasted a chandelier in the process. let's put some more damage up here.
This'll be fun. Let's roll. Sappers on the way!
Alright, let's remove that. And let's put...
I like this one.
3. And 1, 2, 3. Hopefully that stops the sappers. Not enough money for that. I've got one more spike trap I can put down. Let's start. Sorry about that noise, folks. Let's put one right there for now.
Hey, look, room service.
And we'll just keep going.
Ooh, nice.
I do need to put something up on that wall there to complete that corner. Especially since so many orcs like going into that corner. That's the real key.
Yes!
So one thing is nice about the crossbow is if you're a halfway decent shot, you know, you can play a lot of shooter games or whatnot, you can get headshots with the crossbow. And that's
a
something
little present for you,
you can't do with
one for
the
you,
shotgun.
and one for you.
I do not know what that was. Well, I'm not enjoying the fact that some gnolls are coming.
They're in the South Hall. No. Welcome to Kill Streak City. Population, those guys.
So one thing that the gnolls do that really sucks is, as you can see, their attacks have a poison element to them that slows you down.
They're almost there.
Well, I'm gonna let some of those kobolds through. Hopefully, I don't let the ogre or the gnoll through.
No.
Oh, come on.
Ow. That's how it's done.
There we go. So we've lost a couple of points. Not too bad.
Let's go.
not the most efficient placement. We will fix that upon the next break.
Sappers on the way! Whoa! There has to be some sort of record.
I will say that is annoying that all of those sappers aren't taken care of. So I need to do some more work in getting rid of them. Luckily they didn't go through any of these. So... I need to get work on getting rid of some sappers, so let's put some more awfulness right here. And a little bit more. Tell you what, let's actually put some extra barricades up there, just in case they do get through. I need to get rid of one more. Let's get rid of that one. Oh, I need to get rid of two more. Let's get rid of that one too. So that way, if they do happen to blow up these, there's at least another backup one here. So,
Killing season.
thank you, mysterious voice, for reminding me. Luckily, that's not too much of a problem. I haven't heard any sapper sounds, so anybody that comes down that way is going to be decently easy to take care of. Okay, if you guys saw a little bit of a hitch there, I apologize for that. I had an interruption that I had to take care of, and I paused my game to do it and stitched it back together in editing. So hopefully it's not too much of an interruption, but you know, it happens.
Oh yeah, I'm awesome.
All right. Tell you what, let's can we put... Ooh, we can.
Time to go to work.
Ooh, that makes me happy. You guys watching have no idea how happy that little entrance of death makes me feel right now. The only thing that could dampen my spirits right now would be a gnoll or some kobold sappers running through.
Can you ever have too many traps? I'm thinking no. And boom goes the dynamite.
Alright, we don't really need to fix anything. So let's go ahead and just
Stabbing time.
put some work
Ooh,
in here.
here's a good one.
Come on, come on.
Sappers, bring it in!
They're in the South Hall. This'll hurt. Yes! Help me!
Nice! Now, if it wasn't for those, that kill earlier, or that death earlier, I should say, maybe if it was a little bit, if I played it a little faster too. I'm not sure what that extra skull was lost from. Do we have enough for some extra, ooh, ice amulets? This is fantastic for dealing with ogres because you can freeze them and then headshot them with that crossbow. So I think we're gonna take a look at ice amulet. Here it is. As an extra ice projectile, left chilled. Here we go. Enemies frozen with secondary attack take additional damage. Yeah, this is fantastic. I think we're going to leave this unupgraded for the time being and focus on some traps. Oh, I definitely don't. Oh, I forgot arrow walls can be placed on the ceiling. That's true. I'm so used to that first game where they're only a wall trap. So it would have been useful instead of those little whirligig things taking up space on my bar. Let's see. This is actually pretty cool because extra damage is very useful. So let's go ahead and purchase that. Arrow walls are probably my most used trap outside of some of the specialty ones. But alright, let's go ahead and continue. We've got one more level in this episode. The level is passages.
Good. You're finally here.
That voice. Is that you, Master?
Wait a minute. You were the old man's apprentice too?
You? You were his last apprentice.
I will explain it all, you have my word. But the orcs are coming. Do what you two do best.
Well, it's not really you two because, you know, she hasn't really done anything yet. What would be really fun is if I could barricade off the passageways under here, lead all of the orcs along this corridor, and then have some things like wall blades or grinders or, you know, really tight group affecting traps right here, because I can carry them all the way along. But we have 3 doors to deal with. And it doesn't look like they'll want to take the stairs. And I would actually, I think, rather not have them take the stairs. Yeah. So let's see what we have here. I hate you guys. These guys and these guys will be useful for the ice amulet. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that too, just for now. Okay, what would be good? We need our arrow walls again. Flip traps, no. Haymakers, no. These, we can grab that. Oh, let's see here. We could use some flip traps. Let's check the other ones. Yeah, they've got areas to flip people into. This one doesn't. Let's see, will that be useful? I mean, I've got a decent amount of killie space that I can do just by flipping dudes into lava. Tell you what, we'll use that as a later game strategy. Because what I want to do is turn this into a hallway of just don't go here. And I'm keeping the barricades because if orcs decide that they do actually like this upper area, I need to block off some stairs. So for the time being, let's go ahead and
That's gonna leave a mark.
make this just, you know, orcs don't go here. And we'll do this too. 2 and 3. That'll be pretty good. We'll fill up this other wall a little bit later on. We'll put some spike traps down a little bit later on as well. But I think what I'd like to do is this for now. Let's see, how many wide is this? One. Let's use these to block it out. 1,
Sharp
2,
spikes,
3,
tender
4. Okay, and that's too wide, but we only want the flip traps. We don't want the flip traps to flip them into the wall because then they just don't go in the lava. So what we'll do is I'll back those out and those. Oh, we're just 200 shy. Tell you what, let's peel that out. And you know what, if this strategy ends up not working, I can always take these up and, you know, earn that money back. But for now, I think we're good.
Let's roll.
Oh, that's fun. Let's watch the work.
Kill streak.
I do appreciate that upgrade, that wall traps are now doing fire damage, or that wall arrows are now doing fire damage. That is fantastic. But setting guys on fire is great. It's a good source of extra damage, even when you're not really paying attention to the guy. So, alright, we've saved up 3,000 gold. Let's put some flip traps.
Whenever you guys
2,
are ready.
3, 1. Ooh. Those were some misfires. Ooh. Orcs are still coming out this way. Okay, I spent a little too much. I spent a little too much on flip traps, and the orcs are using these, so I'm gonna have to spend some money on barricades.
Stop them quickly. How you like me now?
Ooh.
ow!
That was a waste of a couple of points.
Whoa! This has to be some sort of wreck.
They're entering the rift.
Whew. Oh, come on.
Entering the rift. More enemies in the rift.
That was not friendly. I'm gonna have to go back and fix some of those skulls later on, after this season is done,
So that just happened.
and I get a chance to kind of full clear this game before I put it away. I'm gonna get rid of these. They are fun, but they're not super useful right now, especially now that orcs are actually using those top sections, and I need all the extra gold I can get. I think what I'll do is I'll actually block these off, because eventually I can put some traps up here and lead them along a merry chase, and I can get over these barricades, not a problem.
The orc stops here.
So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. 2, 3. And let's put some more hate down here. There we go.
Ooh, pointy. Let's go.
Ah, crap.
In your face. Sappers on the way!
They're trying to flank us.
Well, you know what? This is a good opportunity to even see if this technique works, because they may decide to bash through that. Well, they are. Those were sappers. I need to protect those.
Nice. This should make my point. Killing season. Sappers heading in! Wow, that's a lot of death.
They're up above.
It'll hurt a lot.
So, I think once I take care of the sappers that come out, I can... They're attacking a barricade, huh? I wonder what was attacking that barricade.
This'll tickle a few toes.
Actually, it would be pretty funny to put some haymakers up there.
That's right.
Let's refresh those barriers before something happens to them.
They'll like this one.
Sappers on the way!
Patrol! If I don't kill him fast, he'll heal up.
Which way now? Sappers heading in!
This one's for me. You have the right to remain silent. Yes. Sharp spikes, tender toe. I live for mass orc killing.
All right. Let's see, what can we do to make us more resistant to sappers? It's kind of hard to do that. I think what we do is we put some arrow walls where they come out at. So that way when they run along it...
Can you smell what the war mage is cooking?
Oh, I can't put it there. Anyway, so when they run up along here, they're running along the path that those arrows will take. I think that'll be a worthwhile addition. The same thing happens here. I can put one there as well, just in case. And then same thing happens here. And actually here as well. But I don't know if those ones are worth it at the time being. Especially when I have a lot of stuff I can do here to make this corridor even more just, you know, I hate orcs.
Ready, aim, fire!
Watch out, sappers!
I like my orcs chunky.
They're trying to flank us! They're up above.
Kill streak!
Oh,
Sappers on the way!
man. Okay, well that's working all right. Let's put some more of these up here.
Orc pin cushions coming right up. Whenever you guys are ready.
Oh, this looks like no one's trying to go up this time. So let's just work down here.
Arrows for everyone. That's this trap. That trap.
I mean, orcs are still getting through, but this is wonderful. I need to start focusing on up there a little bit more, I think. You know, this was a breather level. That was a breather
This
wave,
should
excuse
make
me.
my point. Stabbing time.
Well, let's see what path those gnolls take.
One, two, five. Darn it, lost count again.
They're trying to flank us! They're up above!
Well, up above is okay as long as there's no sappers. And the first game did something kind of annoying. Didn't tell you when there were sappers. You just kind of had to guess. This game, at least, makes that nice keening wail sound when there's sappers, which lets me know to defend myself against them. Okay, we don't need to reset anything in here. Can we put a wall trap there? No, we can't. We can put some here, though. Some things are starting to get through just slightly, so that'll be fine for taking those out. Do we want to put anything else up here? We do want to replace some of those. And we'll put some more up. And again,
Pointy.
this is just sapper defense until I have something better. Last level. Okay, let's go ahead and release. See? Oh, looks like those were the only sappers. Nope. Take that back.
Yes! Kill streak! Stop them quickly! Watch out! Yes! Kill streak! Gee, I hope nobody gets hurt. No, I don't. Sappers, heading in!
Ooh. You'd think this was like a last level or something with how many sappers this is sending me. Okay, I was able to do both sides though, so any other further defense we've got is for down here. And let's go ahead and do that.
This should make my point. Let's roll. was that? Ah, who cares? It's on the skull.
Yeah, worth it. Watching this corridor reminds me of like some of those old arcade games where it's just I can't remember what those were called. What blew up? Something blew up. Maybe it was I think it was a chandelier. Do I have chandeliers up here? Yeah, we do. I guess that's what it was. I wonder what triggered it, because I didn't shoot it. Anyway, those bullet hell shooters is what I'm talking about, where you're like an aircraft traveling down some corridor and you got bad guys shooting at you, and it's top-down shooter. And some of those games get really dumb with how much they'll throw at you.
Ready, aim, fire! Treat time!
Sappers. Well, those seem to be working.
Oh yeah!
Let's fill up this area. Oh.
Now how many was that? Ah, who cares? A little present for you, one for you, and one for you.
That level was, except for some of those kobold runners I didn't realize would take the stairs, that level was pretty easy. Ooh, Archer Guardians, fantastic. The only problem with that level, or that strategy of blocking off the barricades there, is I realize it takes a while for bad guys to get through it, so it artificially elongates levels, so I probably lost a skull from par time. But these guys are fantastic. They'll be a great help moving forward because these guys can do some really fun work. Ooh. Costing less is fantastic. I wish I had a couple more skulls. And then this is definitely something you want to do. Now, the fact that I just burned so many skulls on the archers as soon as I got them, I should tell you guys just how much these guys rock. Anyway, but that's the last level for today's episode. I thank you guys all for joining me and watching this episode. If you'd like to see more awesome content, we are putting out videos pretty much every Sunday for myself, and then Deacon, I believe, is still doing his Battletech series. That'll go on for a while longer. We're also going to be doing more of that X-Wing content as it rolls in. We've got some big tournaments coming around, so if that's the primary reason you are here, don't worry, you'll be seeing some cool stuff coming up. Anyway, if you want to get notifications when we post that new content, go ahead and subscribe and click that notification button. It'll tell you as soon as we get something coming up, and we appreciate anything that you guys throw our way as far as comments and likes and things like that. That helps the channel out and helps the squadron out. Anyway, thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.